Okay, hi YouTube. This is Coyote Lovely. I kind of forgot that I didn't say any of that the last time. We're back. Day 2 of this, of what we've got going on here. I'm plus 1 cup of hot chai tea, which is great. And we're gonna see if we can survive this little mishiva we got kind of ourselves into here. So here we go. I know that they're. Yeehaw! Whoops. Where are you? Yeah, you're right there. I can see you. Whoops. All right. There's one dead skelly. We got a dead skelly. Let's just do a safety check. I don't see much else, but we're going to have to take out some of these trees. This is entirely too shady for comfort. So we're back. We're back. Hi, everyone. I am on day 2 of our little world here. I don't know what we're going to call it. I haven't quite gotten that far in my brain yet. I haven't started making the splash titles for any of the screens or anything. This is just me playing around in the new version, or newish, I suppose. I don't know how much of it I've missed. So, anyway, welcome to the world here. Crap. You can tell it's been a while. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Ooh, jeez. Actually. Put the bowl in there. We'll take the last 2 of these. Alrighty. There's some cows around, so I think it's possible that there might be some cow homicide in our future. We'll see. So, if you remember from the last video, if you've seen the last video already, we found a village and some iron, which is great. So this is kicking off to be a good world. I do kind of want to see if I can find some stuff like a mine shaft and that kind of stuff. But so far, this world has been of incredible luck, so I kind of see that happening in the future rather than, later. In the sooner rather than later scenario. I do love chai. I do love chai tea. Oh, that was my Facebook. Sorry. How do I want to play this? I kind of want to get this cut up. And try to get some of this. We have a place to survive now, crappy though it is, and it is. No. You know what? We'll just. Ow. Crappy though it is, we do have a place to survive, so I'm not horrifically worried about. Did I not pick that up? Oh, there it is. Derp. Anyway, about having to hurry to build the next shelter again, like we did the last time, but I would like to try to get rid of some of the shade we have here, because it's providing phenomenal monster shade, and that's not good. I also kind of want to make this a little more visible as our point blank for where we're going to live. And the easiest way to do that is to clear the trees out, so that way we can see the structure once we get the better part of the structure built. I wonder if there's any clay. I bet there is. I see a couple of different colors down there. Ooh, is that a sheep? Sheep are nearby, that's good. So that'll be point number 1, actually, is once we kind of get everything. Once I get this tree down, I think I'm going to go back and make a... Wow, that was just ugly. I'm going to go back and make some shears. So that way we can shear some sheep and make a bed. Make a bed. There are now bed colors, which I thought was really cool. I was playing around on a on a creative server. I run a D&D campaign, Dungeons and Dragons campaign, and I wanted to build the dungeon I'm making for my players in the. Really brain dead today. I wanted to build the dungeon I was making for my players in Minecraft, so I could walk around through it, and so the And so I did, and so I was kind of messing around in creative, and I got a chance to kind of see what some of the upgrades are. Considering I'm such a decorating nut, the fact that there's just a bajillion colors now makes me super happy. Like everything has colors now. We get carpet and colored beds and glass, and you can color terracotta, and it's just super pretty. Once the campaign has happened with the dungeon, I might upload a walkthrough just for everybody's amusement. Kind of a things you can do with Minecraft you might not have thought of before. But I wanna wait because I know that I'm impatient and I don't want one of my players to see it. So it's got notes. um, anyway, but that's been super fun for me, and I've been kind of doing that recently. This is gonna be game 3 for my people, my D&D game, which I know is not a super long amount of time before anybody comments and is like, it's not a big game. I know, but kind of considering how busy me and my friends are, it's been super nice. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier, by the way. We're just gonna chalk it up to me not having played in a while. But yeah, so it's been really nice to play, and I've gotten a really good reception for it. I'm really excited about that. So, but yeah, it's been kind of one of the I like to write. I don't know if you can kind of tell from the vocabulary I use or how I relay stories or anything like that. Writing is kind of my first love, and so the writing for a campaign kind of forces me to stay on top of my skill, I suppose, as much as I can. Oh my gosh, get out of the way. Kind of forces me to stay on top of my skill, and then doing things like this just kind of keep me nice and chill. I cannot remember, so I'm going to assume I did not. I cannot remember if I said before that I've actually been diagnosed, not in the last video, but in the last series. I've been diagnosed with anxiety and depression, which I know like everybody in the universe is. But so things like this really help out a lot for me, I find. Doing like the videos and I mean even just talking, sometimes it's a great way to organize your thoughts, or I think of something while I'm doing these things that I didn't think of before, or something like that. So may I recommend, if any of you have recently been diagnosed with anxiety and depression, I feel your pain. I can answer any questions you have, or well, voodoo. From my experience anyway, can answer any questions you might have, but everybody's experience is a bit different, so your mileage may vary. Crap. But anyway, yeah. So the long story short of that is too that part of the reason that I've had such a delay is that I've been kind of dealing with that as well. So it is what it is. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's certainly not fantastic or anything, but I mean, not life-ending or anything like that. Not for me, anyway. I know it is for some people. Both literally and figuratively. I guess for me, we caught it kind of early enough on. Had some pretty severe problems with it initially, but went on medication for a while and saw a therapist and, did all that kind of stuff. The necessary things that kind of have to happen. Oops. Oh my gosh, that was awful. And necessary things that needed to happen in order for stuff to get better, and it did. It improved. So, stick with it. Whatever you got going on in your life, just stick with it. It's gonna suck for a bit, but it'll suck less later. The longer you stick with something, the less it will suck. That's my advice for you. 1, 2, 3, because it's 3 plus 1. Okay. In the meantime, now that we have shears, we're gonna go shear of sheep. See if we can get enough wool to make a bed in this torrential downpour. I know I said in the last video that I live in Las Vegas, so torrential downpours are not exactly my forte. Is that 3? Well, crap. Alright, well, there we go. Although, white really isn't my color. I don't know, what do you make? Light gray? I mean, light gray is better. Oof. Yeah, we gotta get back. Gotta go, gotta go. Ooh, pink. Pink works. Currently the color of my hair. Alright, let's get back. Get back and make a bed. This is going to be an odd video because I'm going to make the bed and go ahead and sleep in it so that way we have a home base that I can pop back into. Yeah! Which means that this one's going to be uncommonly long. So I apologize for that in advance, I suppose. Oh, wait a minute. I hear ya. Oh my god. Let's do that. And do that. Yeah, okay. Oops. Well, we're doing gray now apparently, because I forgot I had the pink. Oh well. Case for all, gray is fine. Gray is just fine. Actually, use the color of my real bed. Adios, mia. All right, spider, come try to kill me. Let's have a talk. I may end up taking what I just said back. I may end up screwing around out here for the better part of the evening, and then, you know, taking a sleep right before daybreak, if I can find the spider. I don't hear it anymore. There we go. Okay, no, not taking it back then. Should have closed the door though. Crap. Interesting to spawn outside of that. There it is. Nice spider. Ooh. Hell. Hell. Okay, I want the string. Oh, and it's even 2 string. My goodness. This really is. We're just going to call this the lucky game. This really is the luckiest game ever. Got 3 wool off the sheep. Got 2. Oh my gosh. Alright, fantastic. So here we are. We're going in for the long haul. I could use some food. I think I've got one more. I do. Okay. Yeah, so what was I saying? Yeah, so yeah. It's kind of an odd segue, but I mean, you know, kind of everybody runs into that stuff these days, don't they? Depression, I mean, anxiety and depression, kind of a big thing. Interestingly, though, you know, like I said in the last video, I do live action role playing a lot these days, and I find that my anxiety symptoms are a lot better when I go to live action role playing events, because I think that your anxiety, or your adrenaline actually, functions better when it does what it's supposed to do, i.e., when you're running from undead, and you actually need to have heightened awareness. You know, I find that to be kind of fun, actually. It was an interesting study in my own head about, you know, the benefits of live action role playing in terms of how to combat anxiety and depression. I've been doing a lot better. Just to say, I've been doing a lot better lately. Recently changed my position in the company. I still work for the same company I did before, but I have a new job now, which is great. I was having some very serious problems with an employee, and I really just didn't want to deal with that anymore. So I am not. Fantastically. So, yeah, so a lot of things have been changing for the better. I'm still kind of contending with a few things. Tachyon's still not in the States, unfortunately, but we're working on that. It's a little bit closer now. So we'll see how that goes. Just trying to get everybody cleared out here. Like I said, this area is a little too dark for my comfort level. Can I get you? Yeah. All right, rock on. This island is not quite as small as I was thinking it was going to be, but I think we're just going to at least clear the area right around the, God, I hate to even call it a hut. The lean-to? I think what we'll do also, just to prevent this video from being silly long, is once night falls, I'll take another sleep, and then that will be all of the day 2 video. So largely this is to ensure that if I die for any reason, which if you've seen any of my past videos, you know that's coming, then I want to make sure that we spawn back here. I am not super hardcore, especially not in this particular setting, although perhaps for my friend's server I will be, but we'll see. So yes. Oh, Apple. Hello, Apple. I feel like some of the sounds have gotten better. It's possible that I'm just remembering them differently. But ooh, hello, clay. I love clay. I love clay when we find it. Okay, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. One thing at a time. Don't get distracted. Clay can be dyed. We can make some nice, what are they called? Flower pots. That'll be fantastic. So yeah, so I'm excited to be back here. Let's see, what else have I been doing? Oh, Tachyon got me into Evolve. I don't know if any of you have played that one. It's free to play on Steam right now. Oh, here again, I have managed to leave on my Facebook. Evolve. Evolve's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with it, especially free. You know, free is great. I'm kind of sad I didn't get into it when it still had a pretty big community, but a part of me is kind of glad I didn't get into it also when it had a bigger community, because I feel like a lot of that, there's a lot of macho in that game, and though I do enjoy it, I can easily see it being one of those games where you end up getting told off because you're a lady. So, you know, what are you gonna do? Hello, squid. Gosh, there's a lot of ground to cover here, isn't there? Well, I think we found where the oh, man, we're running out of axes like crazy. Ugh, dang it, I hate forgetting one. We're not spotting it in the first place. Oh, I'm out of cobble. Oh, no. You mean that stuff right in front of your face? Great. Clearly what I need today is more caffeine than I've had. Goodness. Not too bright today. Crap. Come on. Alright, there we go. Alright. Back to what we were doing. But yeah, Evolve was pretty cool. I had a lot of fun playing that one. We haven't played in a while, but I've been kind of in and out. We just finished watching The Defenders. I really enjoyed that. Oh, this is what we're going to talk about. This, I think, is where the farm is going to be. We're going to just borrow from the landscape and try to work within its confines once we get more of the tree out of the way here. Because, good gravy, there's a lot of tree. Quite as dark as spruce, I don't think, but dark oak is still a pretty nice color. I think I just get tired of the oak color because it's just so ubiquitous in Minecraft, and it was the only wood color forever, so now I'm like, give me anything but, basically. This is the very exciting day. Day 2. Started off with a lot of zombies and skeletons, ended with a whole lot of forest clearing. Lumberjack, Coyote. Oh my gosh. Hello, Facebook. I'm like trying to focus to get this out. Sorry, I should be talking more, but I'm trying to focus on the insane amount of dark oak I've got sitting in front of me right now. This is still the worst, I think, survival shelter I've ever built in the history of Minecraft, but what are you gonna do, right? Kind of need to get this stuff cleared out first. If I can. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Take those birch too. I thought the birch ones actually had a window. I guess they don't. The normal oak does. There's oops. Hi. What was the other one that had an actual window? Whatever. I'll have to look through them eventually. Guess it doesn't really matter, does it? I'm making glass to actually build a window into the structure, so I don't know, that's coming. Tachyon always laughs at like how horrifically, horribly, structurally unsound all of my buildings are, because I'm like, glass and windows and beautiful vistas, and, you know, he builds like survival bunkers. I build homes with bathrooms. No, I'm not kidding. I've actually built bathrooms into things before. My God. Have some stuff. Well, we're getting there. We are getting there. Let's get that up to get it out of the way. I probably shouldn't use the axe for that. I know. Ugh. God, it's getting dark again. Well, this is going to be the end of day 2. As soon as I can go to bed, I'm going to do that. Start off day 3, and that will be... We should be pretty normal from there. Unless I have to move the bed for any reason. Well, okay, when I move the bed, because it's in a crappy location right now, and it is, I think we can all agree on that. I will end up needing to do this, to play this game again, but it should be a couple of days before I'm comfortable doing that. There's still plenty of clearing to do. Did I sleep yet? No. Okay. I'm glad we got as much string as we did. Means there's going to be one really exciting day where all we're going to do is fish. I'm going to put those in a prettier place at some point. Anyway, thank you for joining me for day 2, YouTube. And day 3 is going to be coming pretty soon. But until then, you guys have a fantastic day. And, Castor came to say hello. Hi. And, you know, keep having fun.